Yes, hello, and welcome to our next installment in our series of programs on playing card game Solitaire. We've got an item from one of our subscribers, and S Solstice 0871 writes in and says, "Hey, card guy, how about a game for me after I finish work as a concierge at a popular hotel chain?" Well, S Solstice, I've got an idea for you. This is a great game. It's compact, it's quick, it's a lot of fun. It's called Four Seasons. Let's give it a try. Okay, well, let's begin with a quick overview of our deck. Now, this is a one-pack game, and as you know, in our standard deck of cards, you've got 52 cards, you've got two colors within, you've got four suits, hearts and diamonds and clubs and spades, and 13 ranks that make up each suit, ace through king. Fairly routine stuff. Before we begin, of course, we always recommend that our players take that deck of cards and shuffle them the recommended 7 times, which has been mathematically proven to give you that maximum randomness. So you truly start from a clean slate, the most randomized cards, ready to begin our game. Okay, that's the setup, that's the deck. Let's talk a little bit about the layout of the game that we call Four Seasons. So we'll begin with a nice clean surface like we always do, like you see here, and deal out 5 cards randomly to form the shape of a cross like you see here. This will form what is called your tableau. Now, during the course of play, your job on that tableau is to build down regardless of suit. Doesn't matter what the suit is, provided the ranks are in succession in a downward fashion. Now, during the course of play, you are going to establish your first of 4 foundations and then find the other 3 matching ranks. And they will occupy the corners around the cross that you formed as your tableau, as you see here. Now, the job on these foundations is a little different. You are going to build up, and you must build within suit. And those ranks are what's called circular. So in order to establish 13 cards per pile, after the king and the ace, you can continue on with the 2. Now you'll have a stock in your hand where you deal 1 card at a time, and then any cards that are not playable, you will form a waste pile. And the top card of that waste pile and in your hand remain in play to build on tableau and foundations. Okay? Pretty straightforward stuff. I think it's a great game. What do you say we give it a try? So here I am setting up on a nice clean surface. I had a little mark on the table there to make sure that the game is remaining in frame. As planned, we come off with our cross, and our job here is to now set our foundation rank. So the very next card, the 6th card here, that's our foundation. So we're going to hold 6. We're going to put 6 in the corner, and as the other 6s come up, we will place them in the opposing corner locations. So on the tableau, remember, you're building down regardless of suit, and foundations build up in suit. So right away, you can put the 8 on top of the 9. You can put that 9 on top of the 10 and form a little pile there. And then we replenish from our stock, from our hand. And right off the bat, that 7 of spades can go right on the 6 of spades where it belongs. And look at this, the 9 can go on top of the 10. We can replenish and put a card in the middle. And then we can see, are there any other cards descending order on the tableau that we can build? Now remember, with that 6, we've just set up our 2nd foundation, this one of clubs. And that 7 of clubs can follow right on top. Now we can't put the 5 on there just yet, because remember, foundations build up and tableaus build down. So you can put that 8 on top of the 9, and a 7 will do nicely there when we find one. Now that 4 can go right on top of the 5. Remember, it doesn't matter what suit it is when you're in the tableau. Now that 6, you're going to notice here, I've missed something here. That 6 belongs someplace else. We're going to set up our waste pile here. There we go. Now I remembered. That 6 can go up in the corner and form our 3rd foundation. Go ahead and replenish that empty position from your stock, and look for opportunities to build downward in your tableau and upward in your foundations. I'm going to go ahead and set up a couple of cards here in the waste pile. Remember, we're building down in any suit in that tableau. Here comes that 3. If you can stack them by suit, trust me, this will work out to your advantage later. If you cannot, that's perfectly fine. Continue to stack cards downward in succession regardless of suit as needed. So let's put that king on the waste pile for now. Can't really use that jack just yet, so we're looking for an opportunity here on the foundations to build up in suit. And look at this, that 8 of spades can go right where it belongs on that spade foundation, and we continue. That 7 of hearts can follow suit, and I love when this happens. Now you can take that entire pile that happened to be in the same suit and stack them up on the foundation where they belong, and you can replenish that empty tableau position with a card from your waste pile. Now we take a quick pause here to look to see if we have any moves. Go back to your stock and deal off 1 card at a time. Now, can that queen go on anything? No, not just yet. Remember, those foundations, they build upwards. We can't use it just yet. That king too, I'm going to have to place that king there for later. I'm afraid that king also needs to wait. What about this ace? Well, remember, that is a downward regardless of suit on the tableau, so it can place there. The jack of hearts can very comfortably go on to the 10 of hearts, and we can continue to grow that foundation. How about that ace? Can't place that one just yet. There isn't a 2 to accept it on the tableau, so we'll just have to wait a moment. Oh, speaking of 2, there's the 2 right there. It's kind of funny how the cards travel together like that sometimes. Now that 8 can go right on top of the 7 and building upwards in suit in our foundation. How about that 7? Well, the 7 can go on the 8 because remember, the tableaus build down. You have to keep that straight. I have made mistakes in the past, believe me. We've established our 4th foundation, that 6 of diamonds, and that 7 and 8 can follow, and we've now uncovered the 9 and the 10 and the jack that can all build onto that foundation. We're making some real progress there. Let's check those foundations. Are we missing anything? Can anything else be built? If not, we're going to replenish those tableau positions here. You can do it from the waste pile, you can do it from your hand. I'm going to go ahead and use the 2 and the ace to get those in play, and then put that king in the empty position as well. Remember, the cross is your foundation and the corners are your foundation. Oh, forgive me, the cross is the tableau and the corners are the foundation. Forgive me, even I forget it sometimes. You have to keep a lot of things straight here. So the 4 can go into the waste pile for now. That 5, can't place the 5 just yet. So we'll continue to move slowly through our stockpile. That 2 can go right on the 3 and follow it with the 1. I like to kind of consolidate those cards in suit if I can, if it's possible. It will certainly help us later. How about that 3? Can it go on a 4? No, it needs to go on the waste pile for now. That 3 of spades, can't place it just yet, but don't worry, we'll get another redeal and a chance to take a crack at it again. Put that 2 in the waste pile for now. Now we're building up in suit, so that queen of hearts can go on the jack, and here comes the king of hearts as well. Boy, that ace of hearts would come in handy if we could place this. We'll put the 2 back into our tableau position, and we'll hope for an ace on that king. Let's see what's next in our stockpile. So that 5 has to go on the waste pile for now. Oh, there's that ace of hearts we were talking about. That goes on top of the foundation. And remember, these are circular ranks, so the 2 can follow the ace. We can replenish that position with our 5, and we're looking for that 3 of hearts now, top right. Let's check to see, are we missing anything here? Are we keeping everything straight? How about that 9 can go right on top of the 8 foundation, and look what can follow: the 10, the jack, the queen, and hopefully there's a king waiting for us somewhere. We can put that 3 down there where he belongs, put the 3 of hearts on the 2 of hearts, and we continue to build those corner foundations. How about that 10? Can't quite put it on the foundation yet. We need a 9 to precede it. And I really would love to play that there. Can't do it just yet. I guess that jack will have to go on the waste pile for now. Now that ace of diamonds can go on the 2 of diamonds. Remember, we're building downward in that tableau. Can the queen play anywhere? Boy, we got a lot of diamonds stacked up here. Oh, here we go. Here's that 9 we've been waiting for. Love to get to some of those diamonds, but I'll just have to wait. And the same with that king. Can't play it just yet. That's okay. We'll take that pile, do not shuffle those cards, and we'll just redeal them. So how about that king? Now that king can go on that spade foundation, followed by the ace, because remember, these ranks are circular. Follow it with the 2, and then here comes the 3. Making some great progress on that foundation. We can replenish the position. Oh, frankly, put it right in the foundation where it belongs. After that king comes the ace, and then let's follow it up with the 2, and then here comes that 3. Making some really good progress. We're going to be getting pretty close to closing out some of these foundations here. Tableau builds down. You can take those hearts and put them right on top of that foundation. Now that 5 of hearts has basically closed out our first foundation, so that's good news. Here comes the 4, and here's another foundation now that has 13 cards. You know you've closed it. You've got 13. Here's the 3rd foundation that's closed. I think it now it's probably only a matter of time before we get the jack on there. Here comes that queen, here comes the king. Let's follow it up with the ace. Again, these ranks are circular. Add the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and of course the 5 to finish off that 4th foundation. And look at that, you've won 4 seasons. What a fun game, huh? Well, I wanted to say thanks again to Summer, who's the concierge. I wanted to say thanks for writing in. I think it's just a super fun game. I think you're really going to like it. And remember, you're not really alone as long as you've got a deck of cards. So enjoy the lesson, and be sure to join us again next time.